Good evening, everybody. Welcome back. Contest of Speed Tier 2. We're live in Singapore for the penultimate round of the Drivers' Championship. We're getting a fight ready. We've got a Haas and a Renault battling it out. That's Dracer and Dynastics. And we could see it all round off today. So my name is Dan, I'll be your commentator. Suddenly I've become starstruck for the first time since I started. Lovely, I know what that is, bear with me. Matt's alongside me, as you've already heard.
I'll keep this thing rolling.
Yes. Well, that
23.
should... it is...
Sorry, 22 points.
22 points, yep, separate.
That sounds very familiar.
Yes.
22 points.
Yes. We'll leave last night's escapades for you to go and watch yourselves later on. So Constructors, of course, wrapped up last week for Haas. They have now put themselves well out of reach of Renault. The gap there is 112 points, with I think it's 80 something points still up for grabs.
Danny, I have good news, and it's not the Dacia Sandero.
Oh!
The good news is we're not going to have to sit here for 2 hours.
Is it dry all the way?
I have intel from the Williams garage, specifically Dynamo. No rain.
Excellent.
There's just clouds in qualifying. Just clouds.
Well, you
So,
know, you've got to keep that temperature down. Singapore, one of those circuits notorious for overheating tyres, particularly the softer compound.
Yes, and it's all about being able to keep those tyres in the temperature range, which is very important.
Something I am terrible at.
Yeah, hards actually felt very, very nice. And for those that know me, I don't like the hard tyre.
No.
I never have liked the hard tyre. It's disgusting.
Pat doesn't like going hard, do you?
Yeah, you're funny.
Yeah.
Great banter.
I'm here all night.
Yeah, I know. You remind me of Jarve telling Lando about the tyre information.
Oh.
Yeah, hards around here are a very good race tyre. In fact, they are probably the best race tyre because the other two are rubbish. That's the word I'm going to use. Rubbish.
Hard tyre will do the whole race distance as well, as I proved yesterday. Although you will be struggling with about 5 to go for rear traction.
Yeah, a little bit sketchy turn one yesterday. It was nearly a Ferrari and Max Verstappen sandwich.
It was, yes. Well, in fact, it was, bar the retirements, between me, Jizzy, and Cos Hamilton.
I sent Thomas the footage from last night because I did watch the stream. Like, why were you like further down where you should have been? Because I probably should have been out the race, probably. So these guys will probably look to do. So lots of activity actually for the first bit. We saw yesterday for the guys that watched on the YouTube that a lot of the bulk action came with about 8 minutes left to qualify, because obviously everyone's trying to do a one lap or one shot quali on medium time.
Yeah, it's well, JSAC is about to cross the line and set the first flying lap with a 34.6 to get us underway.
About where he was yesterday. It's not bad, and Yorno's there with him. Arbar is there with 34.7 on the medium. The fastest guy yesterday on the mediums was... I think it was Rage Snipes with a very similar time before he then... I don't know if he stayed on the mediums or not. You know what, I'm going to have a look.
He's having a proper look. Dynastics then has taken pole away from JSAC, at least initially, with a 34.5. Fastest medium runner at the moment is Arbar in 4th place with a 34.7. So we can expect a lot of very, very quick times later in the session. Track evolution here is significant. Between the start and the end of the session, we'll probably give you about 0.6 of a second match, you think, track evolution?
I think here it evolves all the time, so I don't think it's going to matter too much. Obviously, some tracks you see more evolution, but this track just evolves throughout the session, so you just need to be out there at the right time. Yesterday, Rage Snipes did a 34.3 on the mediums, and at the moment that he's just on another level. He just managed to find a extra gear. Andreas is on a 34.0, which is 5 thousandths of a second off of Charlie's pole time yesterday, so it looks like EU2 will be, as expected, smashing
yeah. Pole. Yeah, I think you say, as we would expect to see. Should we do some housekeeping?
Go for it, mate. There's a lot to be done.
There is. We'll start off with great news. It's the Wizard. He's back in his car in the McLaren, where he belongs.
Steve is facing the Steve. You gotta get it turned around a bit quicker before the game disqualifies you like it did Jason yesterday. Yes.
He's gonna have to wait now. He's got. I think that's Fallen and Wizard coming through.
Yep,
we're clear. I think the Wizard had invalidated. Well, they didn't invalidate. He backed out of that lap, so he's now going to come into the pit lane. Just going to jump across to the sister McLaren, which is Timmy. Where to next? He's just about to. Finish his outlap and start his hot lap on mediums. Yes, housekeeping. So, the Wizard's back in the McLaren. Great news. Dan Astic's back, of course, after his week away last time. We've got a lot of reserves tonight, so no Ferraris that we would normally see, but Lopez from AM1 has very kindly filled, yes, very capably as well. He's filling one of those seats. Mercedes, we're missing Thomas, so Steve has stepped in. Both Red Bulls are here as normal, Arbar and Fallen. Racing Point's the same. McLaren, I think that's the first time they've had their proper lineup in since about maybe Austria.
Yeah, it's quite early on.
It's been quite a long time since they've had their official lineup in the car. Renault, Jonathan Cox has dropped out last minute, so our glorious leader, El Capitano, that's Cos Profodes, he has stepped into the breach.
Didn't race yesterday, so Tilo gave the seat. It was between those two. So
yeah.
He just gets to race this week.
Well played, Thibaut. We're missing an Alpha Tauri, so that's F1 Perez. He's not here, so Swarner, another AM driver, is stepping in. Not quite sure how he's going to fare. I'm not familiar with how quick he is. I'm hoping he does well, though.
Swarner will be okay, usually in the lower regions of the point scoring in AM1, because let's be honest, I'm pretty much in the AM1 championship, as I've done 8 races in there this season. So I'm quite familiar with the guys going in. Lopez would probably finish a little higher out of the two of them. So, but yeah, both are capable drivers and probably about EU2, EU3 just so they'll be fun. They'll be more okay.
Fingers crossed then for those guys. We're putting a good show tonight. And the final reserve that we've got in is JSAC in the Williams, as we've already seen, stepping in for Dan, who is not racing for the rest of the season. Well, that's only 2 weeks, so never know. Hopefully we'll see him back next season. You never know.
I'll tell you what, there's going to be a lot of goodbyes we're going to have to do.
Yes.
Obviously, not just from the EU side. DK is having to move away imminently. I know the guys later on will do more explaining, but he's doing some military service over in the States. So obviously we wish him well and everything that goes with that. He said he'll still be around, but obviously he can't commit to racing.
No.
I think it's quite explainable.
Yeah, I don't think an airbase is particularly conducive to.
Well, you never know.
Yeah.
And Rosa, we don't know yet because he's similar to DK. He's doing a similar thing. UK here,
He's
so.
potentially off to guard the Queen.
I heard. He's gonna have one of those tall, pointy hats, and we have to try and make him laugh, and he'll probably shoot us.
I think Ethan's going to be rubbish at that. He's going to be rubbish at not laughing. He might be the first one ever that they actually make smile. No, I don't think he's doing the big tall hat thing. I think he's actually just patrolling palaces and things. I think he's the ones that you don't see.
We've gone massively off topic here, but
I don't know. We're talking about the EU2 driver. We're fine.
don't worry about it.
Qualifying at Singapore, there's not much going on until the very end. I mean, apart from the fact JSAC is going out on the mediums, currently in third.
He's 34.6. He should be able to. It's going to be very tight. His TT time. I was having a look at 33.6, I think. Caladre has done a 34 flat as well, so just narrowly beating out his teammate. I have their TT times here, just to throw it in some perspective. Jamie 32.9, Dynastics 33 flat, Arbar 33.2, Timmy 33.2, Dracer also 33.2, Caladre a couple of tests behind, Wiseboy 33.7, Provos 33.1, Lewis 33.3, Titch 34.4, JJ 34, falling is 34.8.
Yeah, of course, time trial gives us a relatively good insight into where we were expecting to be, but yeah, some of the guys will use their race setups in time trial, which will obviously put them further behind.
So essentially it should be a quite tight near the top between the usual suspects. Could have some other people jumping into the mix.
Certainly could.
Jason is just about to start his lap actually. I'm going to go on board on this because I'm quite interested to see how he can do on the mediums.
Yeah, I'm with Swarner at the moment, but I'll jump across to JSAC when he's finished his lap. Swarner's got the final sector to go. On the mediums as well.
Oh, JSAC's lost it! Oh. He was just marginally up, just got on the outside curve of turn 5, I think.
Turn 6, I think that is.
6, my bad.
Yeah, that little kink is counted as one. And Swarner comes into the pits. Let's hope that JSAC's got enough fuel on board. He might be able to go again.
No, he can't. Got wing damage, mate.
Oh no, that's ruined his chances of going on the mediums.
See how much wear he's done in it. Let's see, anyone else having a go?
Why is he boys on his wing? Is he come back?
Yeah, he's having a go on the mediums.
Go on. Let's ride on board. I must work out how to sort this camera out because I can't be doing with it being offset for another week after this.
Titch is on the pad this evening, I've been told. He has been putting some practice in on the wheel, which we will see him use for next season. He said he's got plans of using the wheel. So another change. He's hoping to stay in EU2. Sure
another convert. Oh, back end steps out through him there.
Still keeping his foot in though. So.
Yeah, he's kept it on the island. He should still be able to improve. Little clip of the wall, but should get away with it.
God, that back end is so squirrely. Well, even on the mediums.
It's fairy tale happy, doesn't it? And he's backed out of that lap.
Loads of time to come in and go again.
Yeah, he won't be on the mediums though. He'll have to go softs from there. That was his second attempt on those tyres. Arbar then, currently P9. On a fresh set of softs.
There has been rumours up and down the paddock that soft to hard is better than medium to hard, but...
Oh, that is a moment he will wish we didn't spot. Lopez at the hairpin.
Well.
Yeah.
He was trying to get out of the way, and then he's not giving himself enough turning circle.
Oh dear, poor man. We've caught it. That's going on the bloopers reel.
Doesn't matter for him. Dynamo 34.6 has improved the last 3 or 4 weeks. He's getting to grips with the wheel and is near the front, which is where he was before he had a little trial.
Here comes Arbar, takes pole, 33.9. Good lap from the Canadian.
So that'll be Arbar done, I would suspect.
Yes, I think so.
We haven't done a hot lap, Danny.
We haven't, have we?
Hang on.
And whose turn is it?
I don't mind, but I'll do it anyway.
I think it's well. Do you want Singapore or do you want Kota?
I'll do Singapore. Be fine.
All right, and I'll take Kota.
Yeah, of course you will.
Hell yeah!
Steve has improved on the soft tyres. So Steve probably eyeing to. Well, I wouldn't want to try and get into the top 10, but that's just me. But I mean, if he gets a couple of attempts, he gets up to 6th or 7th. All the top 10, interestingly enough, Danny, have all set their best times on soft tyres.
Yes. That's not for some of them not having tried on the mediums. They've either just not improved, or as we saw in Jasak's case, made a mistake. I do think though that with the championship as it is in the drivers, the 2 Haas guys and then Dynastics, it's a great lap from Roland, by the way, to put himself 4th. Look at that, 34.2. Like I was saying, the 2 Haas guys and then Dynastics will go for track position, because overtaking is so difficult here. Everybody else could play a tactical game. And that's on track then. Stumpy's lost it coming out of turn 3.
Oh, and Jasak's just run over that as well.
Let's hope he doesn't get a puncture from it.
No, that'd probably be slightly off-putting for turn 5.
Meanwhile though, we're on board with Dracer at the moment on stream. He's set a purple sector 1. That's the fastest of anybody so far, beating out his own previous best. His sector 2 time is slightly slower than it was before, but not by a lot, so he's still going to be up overall. So I'm going to come down to the final sector.
I'm going to go on board Jamie through 1, 2 and 3.
And Dracer crosses the line and he takes it, 33.8 for Andreas.
Jamie's coming down Raphael's Boulevard now. That's through 6 and up to 7. He's 2.5 temps up already. Through turn 7 and to 8. Turn 9 in Stamford Road, apparently. Interesting. Down St Andrews Road. Through towards the Singapore sling. This is turn 10 now. Oh, and he's invalidated. Jamie, no, it was all looking so good.
Just taking too much curb.
Titch is up 3 temps. Timmy has backed out, fallen up to 12. Yorno's the man on the move, Danny. 7 temps.
Yeah, it's not going to be enough though at the moment to beat Dynastics. He's gone pole with a 33.7, nearly half a tenth ahead of his championship rival.
Caladre does not improve, so it is
Tichy. Tichy goes 7th.
Good quality for Titch.
It is, good lap.
Interested to see where Don Amo's going to finish here on the mediums.
He's not improving at the moment unless he gets it in the final sector. No.
Wisey boy is pretty much there or thereabouts. Needs a mega final couple of corners. No, he's pulled out.
He bailed out of that lap.
Lewis has invalidated. Dracer is coasting in, so that is the end of qualifying.
Dynastics then, championship protagonist, on pole position with the championship leader and main rival Dracer behind him in second place. It's,
Perfect.
Yes. That's 38 thousandths of a second between them, everybody.
Surprisingly, only margin. It's only 2 times quicker than the pole yesterday. Very, very close. Very close.
Yeah, just to put that into perspective, that gap difference, that time difference between the two leaders. A blink, like one blink of your eye, lasts 0.3 of a second. The difference between them is 0.038 of a second.
So a tenth of a blink, is that what you were telling me?
Yeah. So by the time you've thought about blinking, the gap's gone.
Oh, who knew we were becoming an educational
I
program?
know, isn't it amazing? So, Dynastics, Dracer and Yorno then the top three with just over a tenth separating them. Then we've got a little bit, well, I say a little bit of a gap, another tenth back to Arbar in P4. And all the way down to Roland in P6, separated by just over half a second. Tichy P7, Swarter in P8, good luck from him in the Alpha Tauri. Lopez, the other reserve, in P12. Donamo is in 10th place, and everybody, of course, ahead of him will be on soft tyre, as that's the one they have qualified on. Everybody outside the top 10 has a free choice of tyres.
Grid relatively close. 1.189 seconds between Dynastics and Steve down in 15th. Or 14th, wherever it was. I think it was 15th. I don't know if you mentioned already, right at the start of the stream, we can confirm and we extend our congratulations to EU2, Haas team, the Danish Haas team of Andreas and Kaladre, as they wrapped up the Constructors' Championship after the safety car shenanigans at Baku last week.
Yes.
So it is just the drivers to go. So we hope we can bring it on to next week, because next week is, well, it's going to be a good week.
It is. It's going to be mixed emotions, I think, because we could have a championship battle to round off. We could have just a brilliant race. We've had great races at Kota before now, but it could also be quite a sad one. We'll be saying some goodbye to some people, and we'll be saying a goodbye to some very close friends as well that we've come to know over the 3 years now that Contest of Speed's been going, Matt.
Don't say that.
I know. It's
2.5 for us.
Well, yeah. It's a scary thought. It really is. In fact, it's 3.5 years. It will be 4 years in June. For cause it's a long time. It's a long time. But we have a race at hand tonight before anything else.
Yeah,
Anybody who's yes, Constructors is done. Excuse me.
There's not many left standing throughout the Contest of Speed.
No, both EU3s though.
E3 is, that's Thomas Hughes last night, still alive here.
Yeah.
Both the constructors and the drivers, as you said.
Mm-hmm.
The EU2 drivers could still go to another round.
Could.
EU1, I'm pretty sure is done.
I think I think it is. I think
EU4,
it is.
I believe the constructors is still alive after Raggy.
He's clawed that back, hasn't he? He's done well there.
Was crowned champion. It's between Williams and, I believe,
Alpha
Romeo, so I'm sure there'll be a lot of banter back and forth over the next couple of days.
The mind games will start.
And then AM1, I know the drivers was done because Nicholas was crowned champion last week. AM2, I think it's nearly wrapped up, but That one's still going as well, so plenty to fight for.
So I'm just trying to do the maths on the Drivers' Championship today.
Of course, because you've got to do the maths for the foreseeable future.
Yes, because Matt has technical issues at the moment, in the sense that he doesn't have any technicals to have issues with.
I have a phone which is just about surviving. I have a laptop that can't be repaired, and I have a laptop which then can't arrive because they don't do delivery in my part of the UK because of COVID and Brexit and everything else.
So fun times for you then. So we've got oh, that's joyous. Good job, we've only got 2 races left.
Will he be here for the start of season 7?
Ooh, who knows?
No, it won't be.
No.
It's not going to make it.
We'll figure something out in the meantime. So top 10 drivers then on the soft tyre as they qualified. The drivers from 11th to 19th have free choice, and we've got 6 on the medium and 3 on the hard. The hard runners are Jamie, Timmy and Stumpy, and then the medium, that's Wisey Boy, Lopez, Fallen, Steve, Lewis and Wizard.
I fear for the hard runners. I did fear for it last night. VFC you get away with, safety car. If it comes at the wrong time, you are going to be, what's the word I want to put it, screwed.
Screwed or knackered.
Yeah, either one. But it's the risk it's worth taking.
Or, as I've now thought of to try and get around the swearing penalty of having to give a gifted sub, French connectioned.
Yes. I like that one.
Anybody who doesn't know that, then Google the fashion brand French Connection UK and you will work it out. So then we come round to the
we get away with it.
Yes. Dynastics then leading the grid round the final corner. So Dynastics has to beat Andreas tonight to keep the championship alive.
22 points.
That's all it is. He just has to finish ahead and it will go to the next round. Let's see if he can do it then as we get ready to go racing. We'll wait for the glitch as always. The lights go out. Let's wait for the revs to build. And away we go in Singapore. It looks like a good start from Dynastics, who's going to fend off from Andreas into turn 1, but there's a Red Bull flying down the inside, and that's Arbar with a twitch there as he comes into contact with Caladre.
Renault damage front left hand side, that's Profonos, because I'm on board with Wisey Boy, who's making an absolute blinding start, touching down the inside, goes around the outside. And Swan's just dropped the end, dropped the rear a bit.
Swan, after such a good qualifying session, himself at the very back of the pack, and those tyres will be, he'll be able to fry an egg on those tyres.
Oh, Wisey Boy's going to go up another place, down the inside of Profonos, that's going to be very tight there.
Yeah, he can defend the outside there quite well, because the overtaking car has to give the space. Here we go then, Wisey Boy, overtake button engaged. Oh, he's gone deep!
Make it. Yeah, good man.
He's just going to try and keep Lopez behind him now. Maybe go for it down the straight. Meanwhile, at the front then, it's as you were, except Arbar's got himself up to 3rd. Poor start from Yorno, down 2 places. And Arbar and Caladre are getting ahead of him.
Yeah, we said why he's worth a flying start. Lewis up 7 places off the line.
Yeah.
Unbelievable start. Wizard and Stumpy are going at it further back down here. It's going to get a bit interesting. I thought I'd just sit on board with Wisey Boy. First person that can select the tyres outside the top 10 and see how he goes on the mediums. Absolutely cracking start.
Stumpy's lost it going under this grandstand.
Yeah.
And there's some wing damage for the Alpha. He'll have to stop.
Yeah, Swan's got a few broken front wings. I'm surprised there was no VSC on the first lap, but everyone's pretty much round.
Stumpy as well started on the hard tyres, so that's him now going to have to two-stop. And it will probably be a medium for him, do you think? Unless he goes softs to try and close the gap and then back to the hards.
Hards, yeah.
Yeah, maybe.
Try and recycle those hards. The mediums aren't a great race tyre with the heavier fuel load, so probably want to go softs than hards. He has got medium. See if he can work it out from here.
Yep, Swarner behind him though is onto the hard tyre. He will be able to go to the end. Keeping in touch with the field though might be slightly difficult. So then back to the action. The leaders then are leaving the rest behind. Broken DRS to Arbar in third place. Dynastics now trying to pull away from his championship rival to keep it alive for one more week. Of course, if either of these drivers makes a mistake, it could swing the balance of power to the other side, so it's all to play for. Do they go for the risk? If you're Andreas, do you push and try and overtake him and secure the championship today? Or do you wait and just keep it as damage limitation?
Well, at the moment, 7 points is going to lose, so that brings the gap down to
15 points.
15. But the good news for Dracer is Caladre has managed to gain a place, so he's more in the mix now, only a couple of seconds off the guys ahead. Steve's coming in for probably a front wing change. Yep, front wing change onto the hards. That will see him through to the end. Don Ammo will do the same, probably.
Yeah, at the start I saw Don Armour go wide into turn one. I don't know if he was trying to avoid an accident, as Wisey Boy has got himself ahead of Profodes into P6. That was Roland at the head of the train, so we'll see if Wisey Boy can pull away.
I would expect so.
Yeah, Roland's struggling there. Let's have a look and see. Because he's got wing damage, that's why, yeah.
Yeah, off the start into turn 3.
As has Tichy. That was the Alpha then that must have had damage. That you spotted.
Yeah, he's got a front wing. He's just going to try and sit this out for a couple of laps.
Yeah, and then he'll stop for the hards. He is the head of his own train back there, keeping his brother at bay at the moment.
Gap to leader come down slightly. We're just below 3 seconds for the first time. It's up to 4.
Yes, and Tracer is well within striking distance. I'm just watching Wisey Boy as he leaves the Renault train behind. 2.5 seconds now between him and Yorno. That gap will probably start to close soon.
He's just going to go down the inside into turn 1. Absolutely sends it, cuts the corner and picks up 3 seconds. So get penalised for doing so.
He's the first man on the naughty step.
His wizard has got past Titch. There's some brotherly love right there.
Yes.
Move for the lead, move for the lead!
Yeah, as Dracer takes it, so as things stand, he is champion. Dynastics has to finish ahead of him to keep it alive. There are, of course, 26 points available next week, so changes in their circumstance in this race could alter that, depending on where they finish. Oh yeah, Vietnam! Oh, I forgot about Vietnam! There's 52 points available after this, so Dracer can't wrap it up tonight. That sort of takes the drama out of it, doesn't it?
I mean, alright, we don't do Vietnam then.
Wow. No, we've got to do Vietnam. I've made a point of telling them they have to do Vietnam. They're not getting away with it, so...
I'll tell you what, Andreas will be like no, and I guarantee you Dynastics will be yes if it carries on the way it is.
Yeah.
In the extra race.
So, 52 points available then after tonight. The maximum we could get tonight for Andreas is a 26 point advantage on top of the 22 he's got, so a 48 point lead So there would be 4 points in it.
Let's do some explaining. So these guys were supposed to run Vietnam at the same time as everyone else. Cody/PSN issues meant we couldn't run it. This one's been moved further and further back, so Hungary as their first rerun. These guys will do Singapore, USA, where it should be everyone else's finale next week, and then the following week, which is the 26th of January?
Yes. Yeah.
26th of January, Vietnam is their scheduled rerun. So the EU2 actually finished off the season for everyone.
Yes, in the
gaps in lead is coming down. In fact, Yorno is now 3 seconds within the lead. So.
And Wisey Boy's closed up as well. 2 seconds now, the gap between him and Yorno.
Wisey Boy on 17% ERS. It's so difficult from what I experienced on Monday to actually get back. You've got to really use it wisely and actually use it in places we don't probably expect to be using it.
Yeah. We could see a move by Timmy here on Tichy. If the McLaren is close enough. Not quite.
Timmy knows
mistake there from Tichy. Coming out of the corner, he lost the back end. Timmy round the outside. Squeezed though by the Alpha.
We saw an unbelievable move there by Connell on. Drace is out, pit wall. Drace has hit the pit wall.
The drama continues in EU2. The championship leader is out of the race.
Caladre's round. Dynastics has somehow got away. What's happened there?
Dynastics pitted in.
Safety car.
Yeah, Dynastics pitted in.
Jamie's gone off. Jamie's out, braked himself into turn 1.
Yeah, let's try and take stock then. So as far as I can tell, Drace has hit the, was it the pit entry wall?
Right hand side's gone, so I presume the pit entry roll.
So if it's the pit entry wall he's hit, then Dynastics will need new underwear. Because both of them were obviously coming in for their scheduled stops. Dynastics is now out in P11 on fresh hard tyres, so he'll be going to the end. I would expect to see Yorno, Caladre and Tichy stop.
Well, the guys on the medium stop, was it too early? I think it's just too early.
There's no point them stopping. It doesn't gain them anything. They might as well stay out and try and either build a gap or make the hard tyre work for them later on.
I'm sure we'll get some kind of mess. I think Andres will.
Yeah, this
I don't know.
Now changes everything.
So everyone in front of Dynastics is going to have to pit. So what I'm going to say is Dynastics will lead the championship. That's correct. Will lead the championship now, going into USA next week if he wins.
Yeah, by 3 points, maybe 4 if he gets fastest lap.
Roland's got 2 drive-through penalties for speeding under the VSC. I'm pretty sure. That's the second one I'm pretty sure I've seen him get.
Well, yeah, it is the second one. Which, I mean, that's ruined his race, and the medium runners have come in for hards.
Just neutralises the race, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. But Yorno has, he's jumped Dynastics
because they didn't get picked up by the safety car.
Timmy and Jamie have stayed out, but they were on hards to begin with. See, I would have thought one of the medium guys might have taken the risk, just stuck on it.
So, this is now pure pace.
Well, and tyre management, as much as they will go to the end.
Tyre management, yeah.
It's 24 laps.
Everyone is on the same tyres. Obviously different ages, but from third down to 14th, they are pretty much on the same tyres.
Yes. And well, I'm in shock. Andreas is one of those guys who, when he's in the car, he doesn't seem to ever lose focus. I've never known him make a mistake like that.
All I'm going to say is that's the second time he's done it.
Yeah,
He did it in Spain.
Yeah, he did, and I don't know if he must be getting hot under the collar. But the ball now firmly in Dynastic's court.
The thing is, look at where because Caladro spun it. So Caladro spun it as well. It was really strange. The Dynastics was in the wall. Sorry, not Dynastics. Andreas was in the pit wall. Dynastics was behind. Caladro was spun on the right-hand side of the track, on the start-finish line, facing sideways.
I wonder if there was some confusion in the Haas garage as to who was coming in.
I would love to see the POVs of those three, because I have no idea.
Yeah, it'll be. We might as well just request it for just for the hell of being able to watch it, because
yes.
Yes, something in giggles. And yeah, it's shaking up the pack though.
Who is loving life? Let's have a look. In terms of where they started,
Wisey Boy,
so
I imagine.
It is the likes of Wisey Boy, Lopez, Fallen, Wizard, and Lewis have all gained in terms of the overall complexion from the start of the race massively. Lewis has actually lost out. I'm pretty sure he's ahead of the Wizard.
He was, yeah, but still up 6 places from where he started. The Wizard, though, having a flyer.
But the Wizard's also underfueled, and he's the only person underfueled.
See, I put way too much fuel in yesterday. I mean, I never ran out of it, but I had about 1.3 laps. Oh, Titchy.
Yeah, I saw that. That was really weird.
I don't think there's wing damage though.
No, it was side tyre to front wing.
Yeah. So safety car is coming in now. We go to Jamie, who is our race leader.
Where's he gonna go? Where is he gonna pull the trigger?
I know where I would pull the trigger.
Safety car is still only 2 corners ahead, so
yeah, it's gonna have to
back these guys up quite a bit.
This is where you just need to be careful about when they go.
Be careful on the throttle. We saw people drop it last week.
This is where I would go.
It's probably gonna go now. Oh, he's not.
No, he's gonna keep them backing up. Safety car is now in the pit, so he can go when he's ready. There we go, he's gone.
Jordan's had a blinder.
Yeah, Jorno across the start-finish line is going to have a go on Timmy.
Oh, Arbor and Dynastics, that was so close. Look at this, Whitey boy's over the back of them as well. Racy is that racing point at the moment.
Dynastics not got his tyres up to temperature, I don't think, because Arbar's going to have a look. Down the boulevard. Is he going to sling one? He's going for it.
Dynastics locks up, runs wide.
And that's Arbar into... Not quite.
Oh, contact. That was a bit naughty.
Yep, and Wisey Boy gets ahead of the Red Bull. But not for long, because here he comes back.
Side by side. This is always tricky to do through this corner.
Because it narrows on entry. Canadians are renowned for being polite, but that was anything but through there, through the sling.
Feisty!
It's good though, it's what we like to see.
I know, but who's rolled them up? Whose fault was this?
I think it's Andreas' fault. Wisey Boy with wing damage from that as well, which would explain why Arbar was able to get back through so easily.
Back, maybe? Switchback, definitely. Oh, I thought he was going to have a go. It's Lewis.
Yorno, in his battle for what will be the eventual lead of the Grand Prix, is outside of DRS range of Timmy, which is... Oh, we've got a yellow. That's one of the alphas. That's Stumpy.
Stumpy and Roland is, and Dynamo has pirouetted beautifully across the start-finish line.
Tichy has managed to keep himself clear. Stumpy, unfortunately, not such an elegant pirouette.
We've got another one, and another front wing's gone as well.
Yeah. So we've got 4 cars littering the back half of the circuit. Meanwhile, battle for third. Dynastics trying around the outside of Timmy, who says no, but here comes Arbar to try and make amends for that earlier move. Great move from Arbar around the outside of turn 8. Up towards turn 9, then the Singapore sling, and he's held that position. Wisey Boy next to have a go at Dynastics, and Andreas, if he's still watching, will be praying as many guys as possible can mug that Renault.
Dynastics has just got to sit here and play the long game. He knows the 2 guys in front of him are going to have to pit, keep those tyres alive, and probably go towards the end of the race. At the moment, guys around him are not moving out of the way, but not making it easy. Wisey picked up a penalty, so is Yorno and Arbar picked one up for that before, so Dynastics has the advantage also in that side as well.
I'm just thinking though, with Dynastics, it doesn't look as though he's sparing his tyres relative to everybody else. It doesn't appear that he's low on fuel relative to everybody else. He's just not massively quick.
I can't believe you said that sentence about Dynastics.
No, I mean on these tyres, because
I know, but it's surprising, isn't it?
Yeah, because I mean, look at Arbar go. He's flying at the moment, about to go past Timmy and get himself up into 3rd place. Yorno, meanwhile, is all over the back of Jamie for what will be the lead.
Caladre down the inside, pushes forward out, but yeah, Caladre actually fighting back into this, and look, 2 cars behind him. And 2 cars in front, it's Dynastics.
So, Dynastics, to take the lead of the championship, he still has to win today, which is looking unlikely at the moment. I mean, it is very early to say that. I
don't want to say anything because something was said yesterday about Ray Snipes only getting a podium and then he won.
Yeah, oh, the move for the lead. Yorno down the inside of Jamie. And he's through.
Jamie's just got to go long here.
Yeah, it's the same. It's the same for Timmy. They want to get themselves to around lap 20 and then either go for mediums or...
3 seconds. Lopez on 9 already, so if he goes at this rate, he's going to be struggling to actually make it to the end.
Dynastics has picked up his 2nd warning.
Caladre's just hit the wall, right-hand side damage.
Yeah, significant as well for Caladre. Both racing points, funnily enough, driving and carrying on at the moment with wing damage.
Yeah, it's not visual, so they'll probably get away with it.
Yeah, and Steve, that's in the pits for Steve.
Bit of a rough race.
Yeah.
So a good performance last night. Bit of a rough one tonight.
Yorno not quite pulling away just yet. He's dragging Jamie with him. Wisey Boy and Matthias.
Well, get those elbows out.
Yeah. Wisey Boy gets through. Caladre having a sniff as well at the Ferrari.
He just took
that wing,
the other side.
It's that wing damage though. It's going to affect him so much.
It wasn't Caladro, no, it was Lopez in front.
Ah.
Did he turn in too early, the corner before, and then didn't turn in enough on the corner behind? The following corner. I'm muddling my words up because I was about to say Fulham's right behind Caladro.
Got quite a big train there going all the way back to Swarner in P12 from Lopez. The Wisey boys are trying to peace out.
Lewis and Jason.
Yeah, they are.
They've not got any penalties yet, and they're probably going to try and save ERS a little bit.
Jamie has managed to keep himself in the DRS window of Yorno. If he can do that for another couple of corners, he might have a chance of holding off Arbar for a couple more laps.
Dynamics going to go down the inside.
And he's ahead now of Timmy.
Now Lim. Let's see how quickly he can pull away from that McLaren.
I would imagine quite quickly, although Timmy does have DRS assistance. We'll see.
Not quite close enough.
Oh, Dynastics. A little bit of an error there on the exit of turn 7.
I'll tell you what, the battle for 6th is... Right, we're going to go 6th down to 13th at the moment. That's how tight it is.
Yeah, and the championship battle now, he's managed to clear the McLaren, is swinging back towards Dynastics. Yorna, I think, is the man to catch today. At least in the situation we find ourselves in now.
Lopez. Oh, he nearly put it in the wall. He braked so late. Wisey boys saw him coming, so they just dived down the inside, switched back underneath, and Lopez, and he's stuck in the back in the wall. Just getting a touch impatient, is Lopez. Showing good speed at the moment, just needs to just bide his time.
Forlan's hit the wall somewhere.
Where's that? That's off the second to last corner.
Lopez up to 12 seconds now.
Yeah, full no visual damage, so we get away possibly with it. It'd be a little bit not annoying, but not as bad as Caladro in front.
Caladro's lost an 1/8 of his overall front downforce without damage.
I never thought I'd say this, the DRS train around Singapore.
Yeah, it's not something you'd normally think about, is it?
Side by side, Swarner and Jasak. Oh, Swarner's into the wall. Oh, Tichy mugs them both.
Opportunistic driving there from Tichy. Swarner still just tucking in behind the Williams of Jasak.
Great preparation for Swarner later on this week.
He'll be racing tomorrow night. Him and Lopez, actually.
It's good prep for tomorrow's AM1 race. As well as also getting points for their overall constructors, which I think everyone's been a little bit competitive about this season.
Yeah, well, that's the plan. That's what we like to. That's what we want to happen. Jamie's managed to keep himself in DRS of Yorno. Still, those tyres seem to have found their second wind.
Question.
Yep.
Is Dynastics dropping off?
I don't know. I'll do a time comparison and see. What between Arbar and Dynastics?
Yeah, it's about 2.5. I thought it'd be a little bit closer than he was. Just throwing it out there.
Let's have a look. Thankfully, task given to us by T-Bolt allows us to compare times from two drivers now, so we can see the difference in pace from lap to lap.
Timmy's dropped off, but he's still about 2 seconds, and Whiteboy isn't obviously closing in yet. Swan's got past Jasak from turn.
So, yeah, Dynastics has been slower for the last 5 laps.
home. I know he's going to have the 3 seconds, but at the moment, at this stage, he's only going to finish second.
Yeah, he's yeah, he is. He is ever so slightly, but he is dropping away by around maybe a tenth and a half, a tenth to 2 every couple of laps. It's not by a lot, but that's the DRS that Arbar's got that will be bring that into effect. And now that Jamie's clear of it, I say that he's not. He's back in it. Is he gonna hurt? Oh,
3 seconds.
There we go.
We just need 5 more. Then we got a bingo. We got a full house. That does involve the wizard picking up a penalty, which, well, I mean,
he's not driven.
Just from wide.
The wizard. Yeah, no, he doesn't have any.
Of course
no warnings.
Jamie is
looking like he's under pressure. Not going to be quite close enough though, Arbar.
Jamie wasn't running overtake. Arbar had a better exit, had DRS, and he was using ERS and didn't overtake him. So that Mercedes must have some kind of, well,
magical powers.
Yeah.
What, the magical powers of not running any wing, maybe?
Yeah, essentially, which is kind of weird around here. But...
Yeah, but it makes sense though. Look how close Arbar is now through a tight and twisty section, and we'll see if he can make a move now.
But then he can't overtake him.
We'll see. I think, yeah, he's going for it. He's going for it. Not quite close enough though, but he's let Jamie know he's there, and this is all helping Yorno pull away. Dynastics, incidentally, hasn't not by a lot though, considering these two are fighting.
Yeah, but it's enough though, isn't it? It's just enough to give him a sniff, smell the blood. He has dropped Timmy by, well, he's dropped Timmy by half a second, but don't forget, Timmy's tyres are
very old.
Well, yes, 6 or 7 laps older.
Do you know what I'm finding quite interesting, and this is changing the subject slightly, in terms of the times? The fastest sector times that we've got so far, JSAC's got sector 1, Dynastics has got sector 2, and despite only having finished 5 laps of the race, Teresa has sector 3.
Caladre is pit for mediums. Change that, can't we?
Yeah. So...
Yes, oi, Steve, I'll read it if I want to read it.
No. You see, Steve, you think I'm the harsh one.
Battle for P8, hang on, hello.
For P8? Oh, Lewis has got himself up there ahead of these guys, hasn't he? Fallen now P9, Titchy P10 after he mugged off Swarner and JSAC. All 5 cars.
Past JSAC 2 laps later, but they're all together again. That's nice.
Lewis with wing damage, Fallen as well. So you would expect the guys behind, the further we go, to gain more and more of an advantage.
Both racing points at this moment in time severely under pressure.
And both with wing damage as well.
Gap 1.8, by the way, just keeping you updated. 1.9 now. Dynastics down to 2 seconds. But, well,
it's not.
Depends. If Arbar gets past him though, Jamie's probably not going to stop for another. He may get
5-6 laps. He might go all the way for softs. I mean, his tyres aren't actually that bad.
Well, Arbar, if Arbar gets past him, Dynastics are then going to have to sit behind him as well. Arbar is closer now.
He's going for it. Yep, and he's taken the position. And that was a clean move as well, crucially for that gap behind. So Dynastics is going to gain minimal time on the pair of them.
But the thing is now, he's now going to pull away. He had to get it done because otherwise you have to sit behind him again, all the way through here, through sector 2, probably sector 3 as well, before that chance again. So you've only really got one overtaking opportunity around here. realistically.
I would like to point out though, Jamie's tyres are in surprisingly good condition for the amount of distance he's done on them. He's only just had one tyre tick over to 40%, which is where the major drop-off starts to happen. And this is his 18th lap on those tyres, so it's a very, very real possibility that, yeah, that that Jamie could go hard to soft here.
18 seconds, I was 15, 18 seconds worth of penalty.
Oh.
Lopez in between the white lines. Please. In all seriousness though, Steve, thanks for letting us know.
Yeah.
That will probably get looked at some point.
Yeah. Dynastics is right on the back of Jamie though.
Why did you say that? Isn't going to overtake him in a straight line, is he?
Well, we'll find out. Let's ride on board with the Renault then. Not going to be close enough for a move this time round. So judging by that, he gains around about 4/10 with DRS down the boulevard.
I think those hard tyres are getting a bit...
I would agree with you.
Better.
If I was... So if you were Jamie, when would you stop? Because I'd be thinking... Yeah, I was going to say, I'd think maybe 2021, depending on how they're feeling.
I'm not going to softs though, because...
No, you'd go to mediums from there.
He's going to go to mediums. I have a fresh set of those. But the problem is for Jamie, you just think about the pit delta around here. Look how far it's going to drop.
It's 23 seconds, the pit delta here.
It's over 13th, easily.
Yeah. Well, it'd be tight, I think, with Dynamo.
The only thing that will save him is when they get closer towards the end, when he's on those tyres, is he's not picked up a penalty.
Yeah.
No, in my luck, in recent weeks, he'll now pick one up. No, he hasn't.
Let's have a look and see. He did get a warning though, I think.
Yeah.
Oh no, he's still warning free. Oh, Dynastics!
Oh no. Oh no, and that's big damage as well.
Yeah, he's going to have to stop. The pendulum of power swings again.
I like that. That was a good line, man.
Cheers.
Pendulum of power.
Yeah. And I can tell you now, there is a household somewhere in Denmark that has just erupted.
Well, probably two.
Yes, one with joy, one with anger. Oh, Lopez, wing damage as well.
That just compounds the... Well, not the race he's having, because his pace has been pretty good. It's just the penalties that he's got. Wisey Boy's going to go... Dynastics will just tiptoe around. Lopez, Wisey Boy shuts the door. Yeah,
Dynastics has got no front wing on the right-hand side, so any left-hand turn is going to be impossible.
Cars behind. They see it now.
I mean, this is going to put Dynastics down. It's going to put him behind Caladre, isn't it? Which
is perfect.
Yeah, and Caladre will hold him there, and hold him there, and hold him there, and hold him there as long as he physically can. Oh, Lewis! No, take your time, man.
Oh, now look where Ford is.
Lewis has got.
I tell you what, they're all getting slightly impatient, aren't they, with each other?
I know this.
Did exactly the same thing on Wisey Boy.
Yeah, Dynastics then into the pits.
Oh wow! Who was that? A Swarner. 3-1 will not go.
No, 3 cars, and we've got a Husky chocolate end plate, which I believe is from the Alpha.
Yeah, from all of them. Thorn's got it. Swarner's got it as well.
Yeah, Tichy, Fallen. Swarner's the only one that's come out of that without damage.
Oh, he's so
but he's got
lucky.
himself a 5-second penalty for gaining the position by going off the circuit. Tichy trying to fend off JSAC now with that damage.
Funny enough, I saw something very similar to that last night on lap 1.
Yeah. Swan fallen. Oh.
So he has got wing damage now.
He has now.
It's just so tight through
That's a lot of wing damage as well for Swan. He's going to have to stop. That will promote Dynastics though, so he's not over yet. He's not out of it just yet. And he does have a lot of ground to make up though.
I tell you, this plays in the hands of Jamie. Look at the gap he's got.
Yeah, it does.
So that's 20 seconds. So instead of being down to 13th, he could probably be 9th or 10th after he comes out.
He's going to do himself no disservice whatsoever. And then when you see it,
they're all going to have to pit. So he's actually going to be what, 6th?
Potentially. I don't know if they'll all have to pit. And Swarner definitely will. Tichy, I would say, probably should, but knowing him, he won't. But you've then got.
Swarner should pit off 5 seconds. Get worse.
Yeah, bless. It's the races for the 2 AM guys have not gone according to plan. But they've not had bad races though. I think that's fair enough to say. In terms of their
pace-wise,
they've been good.
As I said in qualifying, they've been there or thereabouts, so they've not struggled. Yeah.
Mediums on and then to the end.
Racing against different guys you've not raced all season, you don't know what. That's an element of it. It could be a connector. You don't know without actually seeing. No. We only get one view, and then I see it about 300 million times throughout the week.
Yeah, I think Tier 2 as well, EU2 I should say, is one of, if not the most competitive tier that we've got. And I mean, as we've seen, they've managed to make a DRS train around Singapore. It shouldn't be possible. Lopez is up to 24. Two more.
About 29.
Well, if he gets 2 more of them, he's out. So could it be the first disqualification for time penalties that we've seen?
Perry, France, 48 seconds.
Yeah, but he didn't get disqualified for it.
Yeah, he did. Did he not?
No, he retired. Yeah. So Jay Saka's let past Don Ammo. Interesting. That's some team play going on there at Williams. It's something we do like to see, though. Teammates helping each other out.
It's going to be some good results actually tonight for some people. It may come across as horrible, but much needed.
Yes, and much deserved as well.
Yeah. Considering most of the time these guys are running around at the back, putting in the laps and getting the experience of moving to the wheel, which Dynamo has done this season. Much reward and refreshing to see.
Yes, I'm just thinking about Jamie, who
he's going to go to softs, isn't he? If his tyres were as good as what you said it was,
well,
he's going to go to softs.
At the moment, his tyres are.
Oh, he nearly dropped it. Oh, I tell you what, he may have to come in because he just nearly dropped it there.
Yeah, if I was him, I would stop now. I mean, because he needs time to make up the ground. If he does stop now, where is he going to come out? 23 seconds. It'll put him ahead of Lopez, right?
Yeah, he's going to be in between Fallen and Don Ammo. So in between those 3 guys, so Fallen, Tichy and Don Ammo.
Yeah, so you put that into perspective. Tichy, Fallen, Lewis and Wisey Boy all have wing damage, and Timmy's got to stop. So it is not out of the question that he could fight back to 3rd.
I am up into turn 1, he's going for it. There's the Swiss driver, he goes through, down to the inside.
Oh, they're both gone!
More drama!
Both drivers in the wall, and this brings Dynastics back into the points probably because they'll both have to stop. And Titchy's bid for that century of points looks like it's over for another week. If I'm Jamie, I'm stopping now. 100% stopping now.
You've got to stop. He's losing time now.
If he's listening, or if someone is engineering for him or something, get him to stop now.
He's losing time to Lewis.
Get him in. See, his scheduled window hasn't opened yet, so I think he is trying to go hard soft. We've got a slow-moving Lopez, and that'll be to... Oh, he's let Dynastics go.
To be honest, AM against EU. I think if there's a connection thing.
And Jamie is in.
He knows it's not his.
Jamie's in. He's going for softs.
I know when I reserve across the other side, I don't try and.
Yeah, don't try and fight them. Timmy's in as well, also for softs. There goes Wisey Boy.
Wisey got up to third.
Yeah, there goes Lewis.
J-Sack, no.
Fallen. And J-Sack. And then Caladre. And then here comes Jamie. So he's...
Caladre somehow out of all this is 7th. Because he was facing the wrong way at one point as well.
Yeah, and we'll just have to make... Yeah, we'll just have to see how those tyres do. They look pretty good. Wisey Boy's picked up more wing damage, so expect him to be coming under a lot of pressure pretty soon. Yeah,
it's not coming up.
Yeah, it's not visual damage. It's 12% front left, 19% front right.
Yeah, unlike Lewis's, we know it's front left. You can see that quite clearly on the screen. That's completely gone.
So Jamie then has got to try and make this work now. He's got to push hard and he's got to be aggressive.
Caladre's got to be aggressive here as well, because actually, it may sound silly, but podium
is on the cards for him.
Place could be on the cards.
He's just gone round the outside of Fallen as well, which looked spectacular from where we were on board with Jamie. I can only imagine what it was like.
The top 5 all have the same amount of penalties, so you could do it with what would be 5 laps left. Excuse me, he could do it.
You say that. How far ahead of Jamie is he?
Not far at all, and in fact not enough at the moment.
Jamie then, we're riding on board, going for a move on J-Sack. Clear of the Williams now.
The only problem with Jamie is he's got no ERS. Caladre has a bit more, which is so precious around here. Just a mechanical grip he's got.
Yeah, we've got a yellow at turn 1. That's Dynamo.
Oh, he's up for some good points.
He was. He's kept going though with that wing damage. Jamie's got ahead of Fallen now, so...
Caladre got past Lewis as well.
Yeah, it's going to be the charge now of Caladre, Jamie, and once he bridges the gap, Timmy. If he can bridge that gap, he should be able to. Whether he'll have enough time to make a lot of moves, I don't know.
Timmy is going to pick up a couple places if he keeps it clean. Keeps it out.
Jamie then, still warning free. Jamie. Caladre 1 warning away from 6 seconds, which would make all the difference.
He just caught Lewis here at the wrong time, unless he goes for some banzai move.
He might have to if he wants to try and keep up with Caladre. Doesn't want to lose touch with that Haas. Lewis just picked up another warning there. He's up to 4 now. T-Bow.
Back end so carefully.
T-Bow, if you're watching, I love the addition of the light that flashes when someone picks up a warning.
He's gone down the inside. Second to the last corner.
Done. Great move from Jamie. We saw it on stream. 2 seconds then the gap ahead of him to Caladre, who is all over the back of Wisey Boy, and we will jump to the Haas as we see what will probably be a move for 3rd position.
Wisey Boy's not. He's not even fighting it. Overtake's not even used. He knows he's just got to stay with these guys. He's doing a great job for a racing boy once again.
Yeah, he is.
Sick. Oh, he's just picked up a penalty as soon as I said it.
Oh.
2 weeks in a row. No.
It still could be on the cards though, because Caladre's tyres will go off very, very soon.
Hey, hello. There's some sneaky little individuals at the back of the grid here.
Jamie, fastest sector 1.
Tichy's laid down the benchmarker. A 36.2.
Meanwhile though, Jamie looking for the move on Wisey Boy. Goes down the inside this time. Just keeps it out of the wall. That was close. And then takes P4, and he's within the penalty range of Caladre. So at the moment, the standings will be Yorno, Arbar, Jamie, Caladre.
Timmy out of this, by the way. Timmy's making progress.
He's closing in.
He's already just taken J-Sack, and just in sector 3 itself, he could take 2 cars by the time we get down to turn 1. In fact, he will. Look at the speed he can carry through there.
Fallen has been overtaken. Next up for Timmy is Lewis, and then Wisey Boy. Meanwhile, Jamie right on the back of Caladre already.
They've got no ERS, either of them. They're on the limit.
DRS assistance not quite there yet. We've got an Alpha spinning.
Oh, Stumpy.
Oh no. Full course safety car. Full safety car.
Oh,
Jamie. Jamie could be on for the win.
Don't do this to me. I can't do it.
Oh.
I tell you what, Stumpy's got away with that as well, because he spun it back around. Gave the barrier an almighty whack as well.
That's the second time he's done that. Oh, Roland.
Oh, you numpty.
Lemon.
There's someone intent that may not mind this either.
Well, let's have a look at penalties then. So, Dynastics has 3 seconds, which you would think will jump him ahead of Fallen and J-Sack. Maybe Wisey Boy as well. But I wouldn't like to call that one. Although we are only going to have a couple of laps to race, so...
Yeah, the safety car's let them through, and has just picked up the leader. So more importantly for the Wizard is on the lead lap, and, well, has stopped, I think.
Yeah, he has stopped. Oh, don't you worry, he's not getting away with that again. But this brings Jamie and Timmy right back into it.
Boy comes in.
Oh.
Lewis stays out.
Yeah, Wisey Boy.
J-Sack comes in. Dynastics comes in as well.
Oh, that's
interesting.
I think he might actually have the gap, but
that's good. They're gonna have to rush round very quickly. Surely he's going to come at the end of this lap.
It should do. Roland disqualified for ignoring yellow flags.
Oh, you know what he's done, don't you? Guess who's tried to unlap themselves?
Yeah.
Game isn't that clever,
okay, so Dynastics now out in P11, but he's going to have a Titchy for company.
Jamie's only at the Anderson Bridge, and the safety car, they're not going to... Look where they are! They're not going to make this work. They're...
Yeah, I mean, even if it goes for another lap, which...
No, safety car's in this lap, that's it.
Yeah. Still alive here.
They've got it wrong.
Yeah, pitting it. I don't understand that. Why would you? I mean, Yorno's Kingmaker now, because I think it's safe to say that the win is now a fight between the top 4.
What, Timmy's got to hope Lewis catches them as quick as he can.
no, Jorno's already gone.
They're just about there, so he's still got a chance.
Oh, mistake from Arba on the restart. Big mistake, and Jamie's gone through.
So
He's gone past both. Jamie then. Great move from Jamie to take second place. The race leader's in front of him. He's got 2 laps to go.
How much life are left in those soft tyres? Can Jorno extend the advantage?
Well, I don't think he can. There's enough life in them, especially having had that time to cool them down, for Jamie just to be able to push now.
He's got no ERS. Look at Jorno's ERS. He's managed to save that.
Jorno was well out in front.
Timmy's gonna go for the switchback.
Yeah, but he's not going to make it work round the outside there. Well, the double switchback though. Double switchback from Timmy. That is a cause record-breaking, history-making moment. And not a good one for Lopez, unfortunately. But he is the first to do it, and I know a couple of people who've been not trying to get that, but who've been close to it and who've...
Timmy's going to go for it.
Lord, no, he's not close enough. He's being too nice. That, and Lewis is defending extremely well.
Well, Lewis is going to lose his place anyway.
Yeah, but he's... Well, yeah, he is.
Oh, look at Jamie, absolutely hassling.
I have to go back to this, because I think we could see a move into turn 1 here from Jamie. That's DRS not enabled, so it's all going to be on straight line speed, which might save Jorno from losing it on track.
Jorno's got more battery. That will save him. You know what? That's going to save him.
I'm not sure, you know. I'm not so sure. It's just how fast Jamie can equalise that. Yeah, I think that it's not quite got enough.
Just far back.
He had enough to run ERS the whole way down the straight, but that safety car...
Try the outside. No, Lewis is going to park it beautifully.
Great driving from Lewis to defend that position. We know of his experiences in go-karts, all coming to the fore now when defending his position. It's brought Forlan back into the mix as well against Timmy, whose tyres are vastly more worn.
Dynastics may still pick up a point.
Well, looking at the timing screens, Dynastics, it's unlikely he'll get another penalty.
Arbo's sort of over the back of Jamie. Jorno is going to win it on track.
Yeah, it looks that way. So let's jump to the leaders then. Jorno. Oh no, he's made a mistake! He's made a mistake! Jamie with the comeback! The drive of his life takes the in Singapore! Jorno in second place, Caladre up to third, Arba fourth. He may have got lucky, but I can't think of a drive that had deserved a victory more than that one. Some of the overtakes, the speed he had on those hard tyres throughout the race was spectacular, and to take victory in that fashion is absolutely outstanding.
Wisey boys there. Oh.
I know we mention COS Classics a lot, but purely for the end result, this is one. The way that this race has unfolded, the drama of the championship race, the fact that that has only been closed by... I don't think Dynastics had it. No, Tichy had fastest lap. So the fact that that championship gap has been closed by 1 point, it effectively makes this whole race null and void in that regard.
Indeed
But
it does.
the fact Jamie takes the victory like that is something special. He made the reverse strategy work. He proved that hard to soft is not only possible, but that it is possible to win. That's brilliant. Normally we'd go to a vote for driver of the day, but I think the game's got it. I think we all know it. It's the man on the top step.
The twists, the turns, the drama.
It's got more twist than a flump this race. It's cringeworthy, yes, but I've had a good one. I need to balance it out.
It's amazing how it looked at one point Dynastics could have taken a lead
in the championship and
USA next week, but yet we're still talking about Dracer, who's put it in the pitbull for the second time in the season, still coming out with quite a marginal
21-point lead. So
that is unbelievable.
Yeah, and it puts us in a position where it can be wrapped up next week for Andreas, and he is traditionally quick in the USA. So
I don't want to say anything, but no, I want to go to the last one.
I want to go to the last one as well. But, we'll have to wait and see. I mean, do you know what? I think we just leave that there. I don't think we talk to the guys because.
What?
No, I'm joking. No, I'm joking.
What? Surely not.
I just wanted to hear what? No, we'll talk to them. That was something special. Singapore races can be quite dull. There's not often a lot of action, but for someone to win the race having gained 13 positions from where they started is quite special. Yeah.
Am I?
Yes, please.
No problem. Who do I need? What do I need?
You need a Yorno, you need a Caladre, and you need a Jamie.
Okay. Let's see if I can find these lovely people.
It's the first time ever I've happily put a Mercedes up on the podium at the end.
You know what? I think Jamie's gone straight off, and I don't blame him. The stress.
I mean, if it was me, I'd have woken everybody in the house up for a start off. I mean,
I will invite and see if he will come back.
Yeah, I mean, I think Jamie has, as a rule, he doesn't tend to join for interviews, but we can but hope. If not, we can.
If he's still listening to the stream,
yeah.
If you're not going to be in the interview, can you put some kind of worded message just somewhere of your, I don't know, your feelings and your emotions, Jamie, and we can.
So we've got guys joining. Apologies, everybody. Just want to tweak the audio slightly. Right then, let's crack on. P3 then, Caladre.
Yeah, good evening.
I have one question for you before we go on to your race. How loud was Andreas?
Actually, he was very quiet.
Was he?
Yeah, I don't want to turn it down on purpose, but yeah, he was. He was like, oh shit, I crashed. So yeah, I think he saw the funny part of it.
Fair play. I suppose he can now as well, especially given that Dynastics only finished in 10th place.
Yeah.
So just talk us through your race then. You had your spin as well, of course, that hampered things slightly.
Yeah, bad qualifying, a weird start. I think we went 3 wide into one of the first corners, so yeah, I had to back a little out. And then when I wanted to pit, Dresser wanted to pit as well, so I continued, and then I spun in the last corner. And when he crashed out, so I had to pit that lap, and that put me down 9 or 10 places. And I got wing damage after that, had to pit, and then it seemed like everyone else got damage or had to pit, I don't know. Suddenly I was top 5 and was just cruising past people. I don't know what happened, but a really weird race.
Yeah, and of course, I don't think anybody would have predicted the top 3 to be as it was at the start of the race.
Yeah, I think if they predicted it at lap 16 or 17, yeah, I want those trucks as well.
Yeah, it's it's certainly one to watch back. Definitely, it was.
Yeah.
It was a classic. Well done, mate, on P3.
Yeah, thank you. Unexpected, but I'll take it any day.
Yeah, well played, man. Moving on then, second place, Yorno.
Yes.
Yo, what happened, man? That second to last corner.
What do you mean?
It just did the back end
last
just
lap?
yeah.
Yeah, just tires were dead. They were over 50%. So.
I mean, ultimately, it wouldn't have mattered, but I guess it would have been nice to do it on track, if not after penalties were applied.
Yeah, maybe it would have mattered, because I got in lap 1, I was in a battle with RBR and Caldere, and I was just pushed wide, but fairly, and got a warning, and I had to give the position back to them, so maybe I could have got that warning removed, but yeah, so stupid to let it go. In the last lap, maybe I could get it removed and still be P1, but I'm actually so yeah, angry and mixed emotions. Like, I didn't practice at all. Like, quali was my practice, so yeah, actually the race went pretty good, but yeah, you know, it's one of my favorite tracks, and when you're leading like this and gaining on RB every lap and pulling the gap. Yeah, just it's a long race, but I can get it if someone's on new tires. It's not a attack to him, but yeah, I just feel like my win is taken away, and I think a patrol safety car would have done it also, because he was driving when I was after the straight. He was already driving, so I think a virtual would have done it. Would have had the same effect, but yeah. I just mixed feelings, man. I'm actually more angry than because I should have won this.
I know the pain.
Yeah, I completely understand. Really.
Yeah, it's
similar things. It's not nice. There's nothing you can do about it. But
no, it's true. It's again not an attack to anyone or an assault, but yeah, just I feel like I had this one in the bag, and yeah.
Yeah, safety car can be a cruel mistress.
Yeah. Actually, the first one was really good for me, because I thought I was behind Dynastics and Dressa as well, because they pitted, and after 2 turns there was a safety car. So yeah, I was thinking like I'm 10 seconds behind them, but actually got in front of Dynastics with a little push on the pit exit, and yeah, from then on it was just cruising it home. But yeah, I don't know, mate. I don't know what to say. Yeah,
it's obviously going to be a tough one to take, not having won, but I think second place is still respectable for you, and I think it's still a good result.
Yeah.
So
yeah, still after quali was my practice, so
yeah,
I didn't do a single lap, so actually it was pretty good. But yeah, if you can take a win, and especially I haven't got a win in EU2. Yeah, I wanted this very bad, and I like the track, I like the turns, how they go, and yeah, just I don't know.
Yeah.
I need to go to bed quickly, because otherwise my wall will take some damage.
Well, we'll let you go then, mate. We'll well played on second. As much as it doesn't feel like it, we'll see you next week for the USA, and hopefully we can see you grab that win as well.
Yeah, thanks guys.
No worries. Alright, and then...
No, Jamie, but I have just spoken to him. He gave us some of his thoughts, because I asked him to, just to let everyone know. He thinks that it's probably the best race he's done in COS so far. He didn't make like any big mistakes or anything. He thinks he only made like one. He was really happy with how he was driving, especially on that track, just in terms of pace and consistency, and yeah, I think he's just... buzzing,
yeah,
the kids would say.
Yes. He's also got the Golden Wizard Award as well, so no warnings in that race. And with the exception of... no, Timmy got a warning. Did the Wizard get one in the end? Probably. Yes, he did. Yeah, he did. He got one warning, so Jamie was the only one to keep it clean. So, couple more stats to leave you on. That's Jamie's first COS victory as well. Which, yeah, it's a nice way to well, not start off 2020 because we raced last week, but
yeah, it gets stuck in nonetheless.
Yeah. It's also Dynastic's worst result since he joined COS, in 10th place.
His worst result, and he still scored points.
Yeah.
Oh, what a hardship.
Well, with the exceptions of DNFs, obviously.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's his worst finish.
But that means we still move on to next week, Danny.
We do indeed. The championship is still alive.
Still
21
alive,
still alive here. 21 points the gap between Dracer and Dynastics, going with 52 points available. So a win for Andreas next, well, not even a win for Andreas next week, depending on what Dynastics does, could seal the title.
We'll do the number crunching for next week.
We'll be ready for it. Thank you though very much for watching tonight. We hope you've enjoyed the show. If you have, make sure you hit the like button and follow us on Twitch. If you're watching this back on YouTube later, hit subscribe and you'll stay up to date for whenever we upload a race. You can tune in next week to see these guys racing again at the Circuit of the Americas in Austin, Texas.
AM2 in 2.5 hours.
Yes, which I think I may be taking part in that, so if you want to see me make a fool of myself, go over there.
I'll be staying up to watch that. Can't
Oh,
wait.
good man. You can engineer for me if you want.
No, I'm alright. I'll just sit there and co abuse. Yeah, Thursday and Arbar on commentary, I believe.
Yes. Good stuff. So, we will see you all again next week. Thank you once again for watching. Good night.